I've been dating a guy I met on a dating app for about 2 weeks.
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
I don't even need to read the rest. Girl, run! Hello, my dear internet strangers. How are ya? I hope you're doing well. A lot has been happening, yeah? Don't you think? Yeah, a lot has. So, I wanted to start by saying, let me know how you like this new video editing style that I'm doing. I'm just trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best. So, let me know how you guys feel about it. If you like it, if you don't like it, what I can improve on, what do you want to see? I don't know. I'm just trying some different things out because I'm trying to post more frequently, and I work on a computer all day, so I just kind of sometimes need that motivation. I just need that something to be wanting to spend another 8 to 10 hours staring at a computer screen when I'm already blind. I have contacts in, by the way. So, anyways, that's not what you came here for. But let me know if you guys like this type of video. I mean, like this type of editing. If you like the captions, if you don't, if you want it to look differently or something like that, let me know, because I'm just trying things out. And yeah. All right. This story comes from the relationship advice subreddit, and it starts off. Okay, so she's 26 and the person that she is dating is 30. So she says, I am newly dating a guy who is pretty upset with me. Any advice on what I should do or if I should try to fix this? And this comes from Defiant Finance 9331. Okay. So like I said, she's 26 and the guy she's dating is 30. She said, I am newly dating a guy and he is pretty upset with me. Any advice on what I should do or if I should try to fix it? So she just kind of repeated her title. By the way, if you guys like stories like this, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm probably gonna add in a card or something if you watch the end, or maybe I'll add in a snippet. If you like this kind of stuff, I promise you, if you check out one of my gaming videos, especially a decision-based game, they have really good stories. Okay, if you like stories like this, you probably don't really need to fully watch, even look. Like, I know some people like to listen while they like work or work out or whatever, and then occasionally glance at what they look at. I mean, I know I do. So you might like some of my gaming videos because you don't have to completely look at all of them. You don't, because you can just the decision-based games be having crazy storylines. So if you like this, you might like those games. All right. Let's get into this. So she says, I've been dating a guy I met on a dating app for about 2 weeks.
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to find it?
It does.
I don't even need to read the rest. Girl, run! What are you doing? She's been dating this guy for about 2 weeks that she met on a dating app. Okay. We got a drink on Thursday, went for coffee and a walk the following Sunday, and then to dinner this past Saturday, and I slept over his place afterwards. The night after our very first date, he told me he did a thing. When I asked what it was, he sent a screenshot of deleting his dating apps. I asked why he did that, and he responded, I'm over it. I didn't think much into this besides that he was frustrated with dating apps and was hopeful towards our next date. When I told him I went to a bar for a drink one night last week, he texted back to ask, are these other dates you're going on? To which I responded, nope, just catching up with a friend tonight. I was abroad the week before our first date, and when I showed him some photos, he said, just don't post all the ones of you looking so good. You'll have to beat the guys off with a stick, lol. Which now I'm looking back and finding to be a weird thing to say. Girl, if you gotta make a whole post about it, then it's a weird thing to say. If you don't feel right, it's not right. How about that? Can I put it on a t-shirt? If you don't feel right, it's not right. You don't feel right, it's not right. Let him go. If you have to make a whole post and you reflect back on it and you're like, this don't feel right, it's not right. Baby, leave. I feel like Courage the Cowardly Dog right now. I don't know what to say. What are you doing, girl, baby? love, you ain't gotta deal with this. This ain't your, this let's just get into it. Let's get back into it. So he also mentioned a concern with how much I love to travel, as he would always be. Okay, so I wasn't understanding. So he also mentioned, I think she meant as a concern with how much he loved. Girl, this just doesn't sound right. I see what she means. He also mentioned the concern with how much I love to travel, and he would be always worried about OP. Okay. After dinner on Saturday, he asked if I had been going on dates with other people, and I told him that I had declined a few recently. Fast forward today. First of all, okay, stop. Pause. When a guy sends you something like the deleting, I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to pause that early. If he sends you something like, oh, I want to I'm deleting my dating apps, first of all, don't believe him. Second of all, even if he did, red flag. 2 weeks and you haven't had no conversation, unless she's leaving that out, you haven't had a conversation about being exclusive. He was trying to at that point kind of like test the waters, try to see if she's willing to. I feel like it's some sort of maybe even a mild form of manipulation, because I don't have enough details yet, but I've had the same thing happen to me before, and I was very young and naive, and I was like, oh, he's deleting them for me. Girl, no. And and sometimes they do. Yeah, they do. I've had that happen. Yeah, they delete it, but it was a form of manipulation. It was a form of, I want you to start doing the same thing. And for me, in my case, sometimes it would be after a couple days or so, and try to make me feel bad for not deleting mines or something like they've done that before. Like they made me want to feel bad for oh, did you delete it? They would ask me, oh, did you delete it, or something like that. Like they would do stuff like that, and it hadn't been that long, and we didn't have any conversations about being exclusive or anything like that. And you don't even have to be intimate with them for them to be doing that. Just have a conversation with them a few times, going out on a couple dates, hug, maybe kiss. And they're like, oh, I wanna, it's just me and you, baby. All of a sudden, baby this, baby that. So that's why I'm just like, I'm getting a bunch of it's red flags, it's alarm bells. Fast forward to today. Okay, so after dinner on Saturday, he asked if I'd been going on dates with other people, and I told him that I did decline a few recently. Fast forward to today, he asked where I went last night, and I told him I went out with a guy who had been asking me out for a while, but that I was most excited about seeing him, the guy I had been on 3 dates with. Again, wait. Oh, the current guy. What, girl? You talking about Okay, so she's saying she doesn't have. Girl, you don't have to add the guy I had been on 3 dates with. The guy that you're talking about right now, the guy that you made an entire post about right now. You're talking about him, or are you talking about another guy? Like, come on now, just say just him. So fast forward today, he asked where I was last night, and I told him I went out with a guy who had been asking me out for a while, but that I was most excited about seeing him again. We didn't have any plans yet for a 4th date, and so I had been feeling uncertain about where we stood after I slept over. I already know where this is going. And I already know where this is going because I've been through this a few times. Unfortunately. Oh my God. Is this me? Hello? Is this past me? Who's this? Ladies, why do we have the same experiences? This is insane. We didn't have any plans yet for a 4th date, and so I had been feeling uncertain about where we stood after I slept over. He responded back saying, yeah, I knew something was up, to be honest. Oh, TBH. Well, it was nice spending the time I did with you. You were the only one I was talking to and respected you enough to not entertain anyone else. I'm triggered. I'm not going to do... he didn't say that. I'm triggered. I'm not going to deal with trying to keep your attention on me when I had all mine on you. No. Girl, I think I can pull up. Ooh, I got a story time. I can pull up messages. I'm telling you. Did I delete it out of spite? I was dating a guy from Lithuania. Insane, man. Insane. And then another guy who was also like, I don't know what he was, but he... Okay, so he said, I've seen what's going out with friends looks like in many different ways, courtesy of my past relationships, and my gut feeling has never been wrong. I don't know what to call these types of men. I usually just be like, okay, and block. Because I will go back and forth with them for a little bit, and then I'll realize there's something wrong with them and just let them go. Not all of them will straight up tell you that they've deleted their accounts and stuff like that. But this is this is triggering. I asked him if he would be willing to talk through this in person, to which he declined. Although this was only 3 dates, I'm feeling pretty hurt and confused, as I never intended to make him feel disrespected, and I really did like him a lot. They don't like when you have options, and they deleted they wanted to. I don't believe he didn't. No. Kendra, finish reading the story. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I have been burned in the past for rushing into relationships, and so I thought I was doing the right thing by taking it slow and trying to be transparent in his questioning. The thing is, he made sure not to explicitly tell her that. He just would say, oh, I'm deleting the apps because I'm over it. He never specifically said, I'm deleting the apps because all I want is you. That's what they do. And then they pull shit like this. They pull stuff like this. Sorry, my language. I wish he would have more explicitly spoken to me about wanting to become exclusive. I felt a bit blindsided by this, as we have never discussed being in a relationship or as a couple. I asked him if he would give me a few minutes on the phone, and he said, not tonight. I'm not making conversation when I'm set like this. He also said, I don't need an apology or a dinner. We were talking pretty heavy, and after going out a few times, I told you how I felt about deleting my app. I didn't expect the same, but at least the respect of not entertaining other guys. I don't just let anyone spend the night, so that's where I'm coming from. He's a damn lie. He's a damn liar. And then he said, I don't need an apology or a dinner. Who the fuck? We were talking pretty heavy, and after going out a few times, do you think she's a mind reader? 2 weeks, sir. 2 weeks. Are you dumb? This is not Love is Blind. See, listen. This is not Love is Blind. This is not a reality dating show. This is real life. This is real life. She put any advice, and someone, let me just go to the update. Thank you everyone for the insight. I read through all the comments, and I can empathize with him and how he feels and hurt from this situation. I think this was a situation. No. Are they gaslighting her? In these comments, don't. Because now, see, I know, no. I'm not gonna let this happen. I think this was a situation was a bit too rushed for me, and I will over communicate down the line in dating to avoid Mr. I'm sorry, girl, what are you talking about? I think this was a situation I think this was situation. She put was a situation. I think this situation was a bit too rushed for me. So she put, I think this was a situation was a bit too rushed. Girl, what is wrong with y'all today with this grammar? I think this situation was a bit too rushed for me, and I will over communicate down the line in dating to avoid misunderstandings. Girl, you know that sounds bad. Over communicate? What? No. What?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
While I can empathize on our different approaches, I do feel like this was a bit too possessive so early on, and I only tried to meet his expectations of me with honesty. I think my best course of action is to move on and be even more transparent about my expectations in the future. I did not mean to only point out his red flags. He has a lot of positive qualities, as well as why I started to become a bit invested in this get on my face. Because I know these people are sitting here trying to gaslight her. If you are not a woman who has been in a certain situation like this, where I was young, naive, lacked experience, on the dating apps, chronically, you can have this whirlwind romance, not even romance, honestly, not even romance, just good times. It can be, y'all not even being that intimate. He spent a night once. And let me get you this. Let me tell you this. And y'all know this. Don't gaslight me. Most people who are over here getting intimate very fast, men they don't have this. Stop gaslighting me. They don't have the same type of, oh, we have sex once, you're mine, I'm not going to go sleep with other women. And they're on dating apps. You come up, no, get out of my face. No, get out of my face. I'm not about to listen to, don't even try to comment about some stupid ass bullshit, because no. Who's gaslighting her? That's what I want to know. This no.
Nani?
Absolutely not. That's me, right? No. Seriously, insert Ace Ventura obsessed much quote here. Y'all went on 3 days and he thinks that his decision to make it exclusively by doing a thing makes it okay to back you into the corner for you to make it exclusive and then control your life. Okay, so probably the top comments are okay, but there's clearly some other people who are probably like him or others like him, because I've dated a few. And I'm like, oh, everything's going fine. And I was upfront. The thing is, I was upfront. You like, I'm not, they didn't never, some of them would tell me they're deleting their apps. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm still going to go to dates. Some of them were like, not from here, like the Lithuania guy. Let me give my story time really quick before my fucking camera cuts off, because it's about to do that. I guess dating in Lithuania is different, but I was upfront with him from the very beginning, even before we went on our first date, that, he was like asking about how it is dating in America and stuff like that. I'm like, I explained it to him, and he was like, oh yeah, no, I know, like, American women are different, and you guys, like, everyone dates, and that's why I joined this, like, we just date. And I was like, yeah, like, no, like, I just I just want to get to know people. Like, I just want to, like, go out and get to know my dates. And going on a date doesn't necessarily mean like X. It doesn't mean like I'm about to be out here busting it wide open for every single person or anything like that. Not for you either. And so I made sure to make that clear. We go out, we have a really good time, we have a very long date, and everything's fine. Everything's good. He was a perfect gentleman. We went to several different places. We had like an all-day date, and it was kind of like a whirlwind romance type of thing. And I guess it was one date. We went on one date, and we were talking a little bit before that. And I guess he was like, I don't know. I told him, he's like, he just asked me, he's like, oh, what are you up to? You gonna be going out on dates and stuff? I was like, well, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't tell him this, because why is he asking me this? So I should have known, like, right there, maybe I shouldn't tell him, but I didn't want to be dishonest. Like, what am I supposed to be dishonest for? I'm like, yeah. I'm going out on a date. Yeah. He's like, he got passive aggressive and stuff, and trying to make sure, like, oh, it's okay, no, it's fine. No, yeah, you go have fun with your date. Mm-hmm. With his little weird emoji smiley faces. And I'm like, okay. And then I wouldn't tell him about the day, and he's like, he would just text me a little bit later. We just texting casually, and he was like, how was your day? And I was like, oh, it's normal, fine. I'm not gonna give you details. I'm dating you. I'm not about to give you details about what I did on my date and how fun it was or how fun it wasn't. Like, what? Like, it's just, like, it's casual. I was casually dating back then. And he got so mad because after that, I went on another date. He I don't know, in his head, he thought I was like, jumping, just hopping on. I haven't even had, maybe it's because I hadn't had X with him, but I'm like, it's just going out. It was just casually dating. I'm just getting to know people. Like, that's how we date in America, I guess. Like, I thought that's just modern dating. He's like, no, that's not what we do in Lithuania and stuff like that. Like, no, I don't want to date right now. I don't, I'm just good. No, I can't do this. I don't want to date anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. And I was like, okay, all right. And then there was another guy who was, I don't know where he was from. I don't know if he was Arabian. I think he might have been. I don't know. He had a very thick accent, and he was the same. We had one date, and that guy crossed a lot of boundaries. And my ass was a little bit stupid. So, but yeah, he was a little bit, he had showed me signs before that he was a little bit too much. But a lot of the stuff in this story I can relate to. I can. And girls, all I can say is that if a man is getting it's not cute. I used to think it was a little bit cute. Oh, he likes me. He wants to be serious about me. But I'm giving him honesty and I'm giving him the truth. And I feel like it's worse than it would be than to just like, it's like, do you want me to lie to you? Do you want me to blow smoke up your ass? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, me telling you the truth is like, I done slapped him in the face. Like, oh, so it's like, sir, you asked me the question and I'm answering it. I wasn't being brutally honest. I didn't give no details. Like, no, I just went out. Or I just went out with a friend. Or I just went out on a date. That was a problem to them. And we only knew each other for a little bit. So the thing is like, if you're ever going through something like this, because I have been through this several times. And it was when I was very young. And I was dating. And just, I didn't have that much experience. Now that I'm a little bit more, I have a little bit more knowledge. I have a little bit more, frontal lobe is developed. I know better. Some of these girls just don't know better. They don't know because they'll make you think, oh, like you're used to thinking that romance and dating is supposed to be one way, and I could relate to her when she's saying like, oh, I've been in a relationship where everything just moves so fast. I've been in that too when I was really young, where everything just moves so fast. I fell in love with my tattoo artist. I don't want to show you my tattoo because, I mean, you saw it. Y'all probably saw it by now. I fell in love with my tattoo artist. And he broke the hell out of my heart. He shattered it. He stomped on it. And he spit. Okay? And I still went back to him. So being young, you have to like, sometimes you don't have to like, sometimes you just need to listen to other people's experiences. And at the time I didn't have, not only was I naive, but at the time there wasn't too many people I was even on social media following to tell me better. To tell me better I just didn't know better. So I'm glad that she at least posted to Reddit, and she knows if it doesn't feel right, it's not right, okay? Leave it alone. But hey, this was an interesting story. If you guys have any similar stories to this or any kind of naivety story, come on now, share below. Share any auntie advice, big sis advice, big cousin, just friends, and be like, share it all. Let me know your experiences down below if you're comfortable with it. And everyone, please be respectful in the comments. I always want, and especially if someone is sharing their story, please be respectful. I will block you because I do want people to share their experiences, share their stories, especially since I just shared mine. I know my stories has been a little bit all over the places, but by the way, this is Ricky Pablo. Isn't he cute? Say, don't fall to men. Only fall to men like me. With baby faces. No, don't. Not human ones. Kitty ones. Thick little kitties. Yeah, get your cat. Alright. I thank you for tuning in and listening to these stories. I know I've kind of been all over the place, but it's been a while. I've been on a little bit of hiatus. It's been a lot going on. I had to gather myself mentally. I had to gather my thoughts and gather myself before I come back on camera. What I don't want to do is come on camera with very low energy, because I feel like you guys, like, you can feel that through the camera. If someone doesn't want to be filming, you can tell, like I can tell. So I don't want that on my channel. I don't want, you know, to pop up with no low vibration. So no, low, not low, that too, low energy. I don't want that. I want to make sure that I can give you my all, because I care about my channel and I care about my audience that I've so far cultivated. Thank you guys so much for the 600 subscribers. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.